What's up, y'all? Cattle Prod back again. And he's got his trusty cat. Gotta have a co-host. Make the cat a co-host. There you go. Did you watch that video yesterday? Yeah, I kind of got unhinged, didn't I? Oh yeah, we're listening to Coat Hanger Abortion. I swear that needs to be louder. Yeah, let's go make that louder. So Coat Hanger Abortion also came with that cool thing. Holding my shit upside down. Need somebody to catch that. Words. And then I can't tell if that's right side up or not. It was not. There you go. You'll screen cap that and read it to your heart's content. They have a MySpace page. Look at that. That tells you how old this bitch is. There you go. I'm feeling fucking good. How about y'all? Cat, how are you feeling? Well, let's read some comments. Yeah, let's read some comments. Oh, I got the coolest compliment. I said the coolest compliment ever. This is the second coolest comment ever. I have a feeling this one's taking precedent of the other one that I said was cool. Inhuman Micah says Fabius Bile. I should cosplay as Fabius Bile. Not that I look like him, but I could totally cosplay him. Fabius Bile. If you don't know who that is, look it up. It's a guy from The Emperor's Children. It's a 40K reference. I'm not going to make a costume because it's not what I do. I don't know how to make costumes. But if somebody wanted me to wear a Fabius Bile costume to a con or whatever, I would totally wear it. But you got to build the costume and pay me to go to the con. I'm not doing that shit for free. But I would do it because Fabius Bile is pretty cool. And that's kind of a cool compliment. That's a terrifying character in the 40K lore. Look it up. He's actually a very scary individual. Did a lot of inhumane experiments on people. Like Dr. Mengele or something. Thank you, Micah. That was cool as hell. Got a comment and a suggestion here. From Courtney Everlyn, 9644. Courtney Everlyn. What's up, Courtney? Stuck on the 90s stuff too, but there's a band I found a few years back called Caustic Wound. Caustic Wound. An album called Grinding Terror. I really love it. 7 old school. It's actually, yeah, it is. I forget what year that came out, but Caustic Terror, Grinding Terror, it was a demo tape. It was really good. Have y'all heard of them? Yeah, I had. I had to go look it up to confirm that I had heard it. Yeah. That's a band you saw in the thank you list of a lot of bands when you're reading all the words and shit in their liner notes. You see that name pop up every now and then. YouTube's awesome for getting us this metal and shit like that. Speaking of metal, Embalmer, blood everywhere. Oh yeah.
I love it.
Dave Chappelle right there. He likes it. I like it too. Thank you, Cat.
I'm not you. I can't make it on a couple of high altitude bucks once or twice a year.
Got a little bit bigger of a comment here. This is from Cardboard Runa. Cardboard Bruno, I feel like I've read your comments before. Probably even read them online before. Name seems familiar. Cardboard says, the only difference between children and adults is experience and a maturely developed brain. I know some adults that aren't adults yet. Having a developed brain doesn't make one not a figurative child. Children seek answers from people they see as having authority or people they think are cool. Yeah, young people tend to do that. So do most adults. Yep. That's why so many people end up as normies. Deferring to the people that are perceived to be in more knowledge than themselves. That's an appeal to authority. We do it all the time. Every one of us is guilty of it. Appeal to authority. It's a logical fallacy. Gets us in a lot of trouble. It's been doing that shit to us for about 2,000 years. I would just love it if people just got rid of, like, all the rules, all the laws, and just did it for themselves. You'd be surprised. Most people just want to be polite and do their shit and go home and relax. Hang out with their friends and their family. Most people don't want to start shit. They really don't. I wouldn't start shit. There wasn't any fucking taxation and shit like that. No fucking wars in foreign countries all the damn time. I'd be some chill dude hanging out, smoking a cigarette with you, listening to metal. But no. I got road pirates declaring that I owe them something. Anyways, back on the cardboard rim. Those who forge their own path often have unhappy pasts that force them to look more deeply at the authority and cool people around them. And those of us unlucky enough to possess wisdom can see truths because we have made it a point to attempt to see a world in a more objective way rather than by default. It doesn't happen on accident. I stopped hanging out with old metal friends because they were obsessed with fashion and fascism than anything worth shit. Well, I don't know your friends, but yeah, putting fashion and other kind of silly things ahead of, yeah. Anyways, Cardboard goes on. I miss pounding my fist on the table in unholy recognition of brutal riffs. Yes, getting excited about the music just to get excited about it. Cardboard goes on. I'm basically an island over here. I'd rather be a part of an archipelago. But it's especially hard to find a metal family when you're a woman. So island life it is for me. Well, that's a common theme in the comments section. Not a lot of people around me that agree with me or like the same music as me. I've lived in major cities. You run into that there. Well, a lot of people you may agree with the same music, but then, like, you end up having some other difference with them. I don't know, it's hard to have relationships with anybody. Everybody has a fucking opinion, and none of it fucking matters. Except on music. Because remember, a lot of people they're appealing to authority. They've been brainwashed their whole lives to believe that without the government, nothing would function. Without the government, you wouldn't have a road. Without the government, you wouldn't have a school. Without the government, you wouldn't have endless fucking wars. So we're about 5 generations of people that don't know how to do anything without being told or having it approved by a governmental body. 5 generations. A generation is 25 years. That's 125 years. When did the Federal Reserve Bank start? 1913. That shit ain't coincidence, y'all. We've only got 5 generations, but it's been a long 5 generations. And people just hopelessly believe that if they hold their mouth just right, vote harder, pay more taxes, it'll somehow work out for them. Well, we're here, and it isn't working out. All I'm saying is maybe we should stop doing a lot of this shit we're doing. Maybe we should all just be metalheads. Just chill out and listen to some fucking music. Have a fucking cookout. Celebrate our commonalities, not our differences. We have more in common than we do differences. We're only forced to believe that we have differences. And sometimes people just really want their side to win so bad they will side with anybody that agrees with them. That's how we get those extremists in other countries. And extremists in your own country. Far left, far right, whatever. You realize this is my right, far left Like the people on the right, the center, right and left, and the extremes are only these little bitty people. Now, if you would take that line graph and fold it into a pie, your people only exist on the fringes, and when you put them up here, it's only a small percentage of people. Which just goes to show you, most of the people are led by a small group of people. And sometimes we're not led. Sometimes we're just coerced or forced. Or sometimes those other people are just so loud and angry, none of us want to fight them or deal with them. We'd rather stick our head in the sands or at least go back to our homes and apartments and just shut the doors and the windows and shut our minds off because we don't want to hear the angry shit outside. That gets you into worse trouble. Yeah, siding with the extremes is bad, but turning a blind eye and blind ear to everything is equally worse. Can't tell you how many people I've seen got diabetes. You got diabetes because your fucking diet is shit. You don't eat real food. You eat fucking plastic fake food from McDonald's and shit. Fucking start eating real food like veggies and shit. Go buy vegetables and cook them. Stop going to fast food places. You're hurting yourself. And all you do is you have an insurance company or you have a government-sponsored health care program. Either way, at least the same thing. Go to the doctor. Doctor, I feel bad. Oh, take these meds. Well, now I feel worse because of these meds. Take these other meds. Probably could have avoided all that if you just ate better and exercised. But no, that's not easy. That's not fun. That's not hip. That's not cool. The cool people don't do it. But yeah, goes back to cardboard. What do the cool people do? Cool people lead you into trouble. You think I'm cool? Shit, I'm not cool. Fucking weird. I just go out there and say this shit. I just don't fucking care. Tired of caring. Tired of fucking seeing people hurt themselves. Tired of fucking seeing people champion the side that's hurting them. You're championing the thing that's hurting you. I've never seen that before. There's a lot of it these days. God damn, man, we'd be so much better off if we didn't have all this shit poisoning us. Monsanto, I'm looking at you. Grow your own food. Grow your own food. Start small. Just put a couple of potatoes in the ground. See what you get. A little watermelon in the summer. Have some fun with it. Growing shit outside is fun. I don't know why those videos don't get more views. Everybody talks about, oh, I want to move out of the country and grow my own food. Do it. You wouldn't believe how many people I've watched attempt it. It turns into actual work and they get tired and quit. Yes, I have seen that. I've seen people with spectacular fucking gardens. And then like the next year they don't do it again. Why? It was fucking work and the rabbits ate all their shit and they didn't know how to deal with it. Sorry. I mean, shit, I got rabbits that eat my shit too. You just change what you grow and then change how you deal with them. It's all a learning process. I figure by the time I'm in my 60s and dying, I'll have the most immaculate garden. I'll be like, that's amazing. It's like, yeah, it took me forever to get this good. But life is a journey, not a destination. It's all about the path, not about where you're going. Now we have Vomit Eater, 7788. Vomit Eater, awesome. Vomit Eater likes to he's got a comment about cops. Cool. The problem with cops is that their job is dealing with people. People making bad decisions. Often enough times, sure. That's I'll give you that. And because of that, every time they pull you over, they automatically assume the worst. Yeah, I've known enough cops over the years that, yeah, everything you just said is very real. Cops catch people at their worst. I mean, a doctor catches you at your worst. You're sick. You're in pain. I'm not seeing you when you're chipper and having a good day. Cop, you know, he catches you at your fucking worst. And even if it's just something minor, it's still inconveniencing you and irritating you. And that man with a gun is fucking terrifying. I'm sorry, there's no time in my life where a man with a gun approached me and I felt calm. Especially after a while when you know whatever that man says is going to cost you money. So yeah, now, some of them do have a rough go at it. Police have this thing. I've heard it from cops, and I've said it to undercover cops. Yeah, I've sniffed out undercover cops before. They're fucking hilarious. They're dead giveaways, man. It's always their physique and the way they wear their clothes. Usually dead giveaways. Can't hide who you are, especially under questioning. I always like watching those videos of those interrogation things. And you can learn a lot from that. You can learn a lot by watching cops interrogate a motherfucker. Just take some psychology and sociology courses, mix that in with some criminal justice classes, you're good to go. Then go to YouTube and watch some real-world experiments. You'd be surprised what you can learn. I never took any criminal justice classes. I just kind of read law books. Read laws and studied politics. Yeah. So yeah, cops automatically assume the worst. I feel like I was going to add to that and then lost my train of thought. It happens. Oh yeah, I remember. 80, 10, 10. So 80, 80, 10, 10. 10% of the people in the world are rotten to the core. They are the reason why you built that prison. Trust me. 10% of the people out there in the world are the worst of the worst. They're absolute monsters. Conversely, another 10% are angelic. They would never do wrong. They're the best people. You've met them. You know those nice people. Those so good. They're just good people all the way around by any metric. 10% are evil. 10% are good. 80% of people are just that. People. They're neither good nor bad. They're just doing what they're doing. They're not trying to cause problems, but eventually they do. And they don't mean anything by it. They're just in their own little zone, their own little mode. May not be your fault, but it is your problem. So cops have to look at people 80, 10, 10. Which one am I dealing with? In all likelihood, it's going to be an 80%. Coat hanger abortion. So I think there's people in the comment section that may not like the cops, but they probably don't deal with my disdain for them. Look, man, we got a bunch of people they're called lawmakers. They're all beholden to the military-industrial complex and the prison-industrial complex. These lawmakers take money out of your pocket and find ways to use it against you, all the while asking for more. The cops defend those people. They don't defend you. Uvalde, Texas, that school shooting, did that prove that the cops will do nothing? Cops will do nothing. They stood outside while a maniac was running through the school harming people. They did nothing. Let it happen. Then there was that one out in Nashville where those other cops out there were like, fuck, don't go down like Uvalde, lock and load. And they went in and blasted the fucking person. And then it turns out that the person who was on the security cam and the dead body weren't the same person. Go look at the security camera footage. Don't go look at the cops footage from Covenant in Nashville. The suspect got different shoes on. It's two different people. Yeah, what does that fucking tell you? Something strange went down, we don't know what. Oh yeah, and that fucker had like a manifesto. And only like bits and pieces of it had been released to the public. Yeah, if that don't smell, something's up. Or that Parkland shit down in Florida, where that one school shooter was known to the FBI, known to the sheriff's department, known to frickin' every law entity in that area, and he was still, all of a sudden, managed to get his hands on firearms from his parents. Man, that just reeks of like that Columbine shit. You mean to tell me these dudes just had lots of guns shipped to their house? Anyways, I don't want to talk about that dark ass shit. But I was saying, the cops aren't there to help you. They're there to rob you. The sooner you know that, the better off you are. And remember, what stands in between true freedom? You and true freedom. What stands in between? Not the lawmaker, the police officer. He stands in between you and absolute freedom. No one's going to give you your freedom back. You have to take it. I'm Cattle Broad with Appalachian Warlord. We'll see you next time, y'all.